Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christian with PerfectStockAlert.com, a 100% free service for smart investors and traders. Today is Wednesday, August 11th, 2010, and it's time to look at the markets. Okay, let's start off looking at the Russell 2000 Small Cap Index. Okay, this is a pretty easy chart here. Went just basically from the time that we shouldered it on, it was pretty simple. Never had a breakout of the previous high. That means you've now got another resistance level at that point right here. That's increasing the odds in favor of bears for any move to the upside here. We'll talk about that more in a minute. The main thing here is that you still have more room to go to the downside. Again, major gap down here to fill, major gap down here to fill, and note the low point here of the slow stodge is lower than the previous one. That's showing a downtrend, while the corresponding low points, all right, right here and right here, okay, are showing an uptrend. That is bogus, not to be trusted. It means price activity will break below this level, okay? So we still got some more selling to go before we get down there, and this will be your first area of support, actual support to deal with. I don't think it's going to hold anyway, but just for you short-term purposes, just know that. Let me clear that up a little bit. Just know that this right here is not true support. This would be a true support to consider. You shouldn't even consider a buy of this market or anything else, even though she's had a big move to the downside, and even though she could turn around and bounce the next day or whatever. I would short that bounce. I would not be a buyer at that level, okay? Many reasons, we'll get to that later, but for now, it's very clearly a major downtrend right there, okay? Here we are looking at the S&P, this 6-month chart, each candlestick being 1 day. You'll note the low point here, here, and here, all trending lower. Okay, the low points corresponding to those points. All right, same signals we just saw in the Russell. All right, you're still seeing an uptrend between these two low points. You should be seeing a downtrend, and so this price has got to go lower to take out this point. Okay, that makes perfect sense to me. You've also got a gap down here that hasn't quite filled yet. It's got to go lower to fill that, and that's also another reason to look for more downside. On top of that, all the candlestick formations are not hammers. They're not bottoms. They're not telling you there's support here. They're telling you it's a continuation signal. Sell, 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 that kind of thing, okay? Awesome. Okay, here we are looking at the NASDAQ. This is a 6-month chart, each candlestick being 1 day. And this is, well, what I said it was a couple of days ago, a fake bullish setup that ended in basically a trap that just caught a whole bunch of bulls. That's exactly what I said it was. Now for that 2 weeks, okay, this has been 14 days at this time period right here. For the past 2 weeks, I've been called just about every name in the book by bulls, and very unprofessional out there, guys. But anyway, today the market shows that you were wrong, I was right, and I could fillet you, but I'm not going to. The thing you should learn about this market is whenever the market does something you didn't expect, learn from it. That's the only way to go from a not so good trader to a better trader, okay? And we're all, capable of becoming better, but the main thing to think about here is not, that you were wrong and, go fuss about it. No, you should learn from it. And the thing to learn here is never argue with the chart. Chart never lies. News will lie, whatever, but the market chart never lies. Now, I'm not talking about price activity. Price activity can get, overly stupid all the time. But in this particular case, you had clear signals right here, 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 and here telling you this uptrend right here was bogus, as was this uptrend here bogus. It was going to fail, and that's exactly what just happened. Now, a lot of guys, I explained it to in many different ways, and they all said the same thing. But the market's going up. If it's going up, I should go long. This is why. It won't always happen like this. Sometimes you get away with it. But this right here is why you don't do that. Today, if you bought any of these 14 days, if you try to be a buyer of the NASDAQ, and even if you had to stop, the major gap down you had this morning just bypassed your stop and left you holding the bag. That's why we say do not trust the low volume activity that you see, especially after you got that with overbought conditions. You don't want to be doing that, all right? That's a lesson for you to learn is don't trust that, all right? Trust the chart. Remember, I didn't create these indicators. I just happen to apply them in a particular pattern that happens to work, okay? Again, looking at this chart, we can see the same bearish setup here. When you had that breakdown right there, that creates a new level of resistance right here. That's stacking more and more reasons on top of this chart that are showing you're not actually anywhere near going like this. Just not going to happen. All right, and this chart keeps breaking down and showing you more and more reasons why that's not going to happen. So what is going to happen? Again, look at the signals right here, here, and here. New low. That's showing a downtrend, taking out this low point and this low point. That means price activity can't be doing this. It's going to end up doing this, okay? Taking out this low. So this is your next level of support you need to concern yourself with. This is not true support. Okay. I am sure that after today's big sell-off in the market, down about 265 points in the Dow Jones and 68 points in the Nasdaq, I'm sure some people are looking at this gap right here and this one here as well, and thinking, okay, we're gonna have a move to the upside to fill those gaps, and then I can get out of my long position, etc., etc. Here's the situation: you've got a bunch of guys right here, okay, that got caught and they want out. So either they're going to have to dump now, which means it drives it lower, or they're going to have to wait for a bounce up here and then get out, which would create sell pressure at this level and would not be a breakout or anything like that. Or they're going to start to bounce up here, and people who were just sitting on the sidelines, they're going to be going short. So if you get any move to the upside at this point in time, I would use it as a shorting opportunity. I would not be trying to buy this market at all, any way, shape, or form. And I would not even consider that until she dropped down and broken out below that level there. And again, I don't think this is actually going to hold anyway, but for all purposes that different types of traders and whatnot, don't even consider a buy until you get down to this level. Okay. Quick looky-loo at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, down pretty nice today, 265 points. And you'll notice you've got the same signals we showed you on the other charts. You've got a breakdown of this low here by this low point here, this low point here corresponds, all right there, and this one here is not falling low enough. Also, this is a continuation signal, not a hammer formation or anything of that nature, so you're going to break below that level easy first thing tomorrow probably, and you've got a gap down here sales to fill and so forth and so on, and that activity to the downside is going to push this lower, which is going to take out this one as well. So this one is not going to be worth anything either. You'll be below 10,000. Be looking for that as well. Okay. Also, if we move on down and we look at some other items here, we can see we have an increase in sell volume again. I actually just say an increase in volume, and it's always, every time we do that, we end up with an increase in sell volume. Also, you've got the, get this down a little bit lower, all right, the MACD doing that bearish crossover thingy I talked about before, right? Okay, so this is not going to be a good sign for bulls at all. It's going to go lower like we've seen before, okay? All the same thing, okay? Okay, I'd like to congratulate everybody who has traded this market properly. Kudos to you. You did it right, and you read the chart and stuck with your call, and you made money. That's how you do it. Very well done there, and that's I can't congratulate you enough on that. Okay, those of you guys that made the wrong call, just learn from it, and you'll be better next time. It's that easy. Okay, a couple of announcements to make. We did close out one of our, I should say, our first 100 swing trade. We have a challenge going on our website right now at perfectstockalert.com, 100% free. All we ask in return, refer a friend. On our website, we have a challenge going on. We're trying to make 100 perfect swing trades back to back without a single loss, and it can be done if you look for the right patterns and right setups in your charts. Okay, this is one of those situations where, like we said before, bears couldn't lose and bulls couldn't win. So we're seeing the fruit of our labor there, and that's pretty cool. We've also taken some new opportunities that we see coming out, and we see more into the future. So definitely check us out over there. Also, the volume situation is very dangerous. I recommend you go to our website, the free website, and check out the video on the flash crash and how it's likely to happen again. You need to know that because this volume situation we're seeing right now is very bad. So keep that in mind as well. All right, if you've not been to our free website, like I just said, 100% free. All we ask in return, refer a friend, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yes, or I'll hit you with a stick. Quick look at the disclaimer. The disclaimer, read it and weep. God bless, take care. I'll see you all tomorrow. If you'd like to trade with me live, you know where to find me. Later.